Hello everyone, welcome to Buildex.Homes, the go-to destination for end-to-end home construction conversation. Today we are going to bring up a new series called Buildex Minds where we have an insightful conversation with innovators and builders. We have a special guest today, an alumnus at PITS Pilani, a former tech whiz at HP, co-founder and vice president of Buildex.Homes. Let's welcome Pankaj Verma. Thank you for being here, Pankaj. Before we dive into your journey with Buildex.Homes and beyond, could you please share a bit about your educational background and how it shaped your career?
Thank you, Vala, for having me here. And you know, I started my education in a small village in UP, and went through the schools, which were makeshift kind of schools.
Okay.
A lot of schools didn't even had the roof, and it was an experience. I enjoyed studying under trees. Okay, and after finishing the initial part of education, I did my graduation. I did my graduation from one of the government engineering colleges of UP, in electronics and communication engineering.
Okay.
And post that immediately I started my career. But later I also did my masters from BITS Pilani.
It's fascinating to learn about your academic journey. You have spent a few decades in IT industry and working companies like HP. How about the experience working in a different industry and the experience to start your own venture?
Oh, yeah, it has been great learning working across diverse set of industries. After finishing my graduation, the first company I started working was BHEL. Tremendous learning, and it was more in field of electronics. I used to work on softwares which controls the entire power plant.
Wow.
Now, for a software guy to go and look at the power plant, it was like this big, and I could really experience there that sitting in the small control room, how the entire power plant can be controlled and various parameters can be changed. And that also gave me exposure traveling across multiple power plants of India, working with the team there which was on the field, right? And it was different kind of people whom I interacted with there, starting from a technician to a guy who was DGM of the plant, because the control system of the entire power plant is the very heart of it, right? And if that goes down, you can understand it can create what kind of catastrophe. And I was involved in the software management of that.
Okay.
And I got a chance to travel to Raichur power plant. I got a chance to travel to a couple of power plants in the north multiple times. Moving from there, when I was working in power plants, that time software industry was picking up. Mm-hmm. And it looked quite fascinating to me. A couple of my friends from BHEL, moved out to, a couple of companies. One of them was Siemens. And I thought, hey, why not? Looks like software is going to do the
shape.
Yes, it's going to shape the next round of next couple of decades. And I took a leap to move from there to software industry. And I started career with Hewlett-Packard. Okay. At Hewlett-Packard, the experience was very different because it was a complete software job. And I was involved in building software solutions to drive payments, right? You go and swipe your card at machines, right? And I was tasked to write the entire communication software part.
Awesome.
And that was amazing experience. And what additionally it gave me opportunity is to learn and interact with people across the globe. As part of my work at HP, I worked extensively with people in Europe, having multiple trips to London, North America, SFO, and Atlanta, as well as the countries like Philippines and Vietnam, right? So that helped me understand, culture of the people, their thought processes, and how they go about working, right? It's very different experience working in UK and very different experience working in US.
Okay.
And then I worked with teams at Philippines and other things, managing and controlling them. So that was a great learning for me. And later I moved to one of the Thomson Ventures named Cellstream, where I was heading team into new upcoming technology areas like digital signage. There we built a solution which was very interesting. It was covered later, by large, TV corporates as well, that something very interesting is happening. After finishing my career at Thomson Venture, my startup journey started, right? One of my ex-bosses from there, he started his own venture and he said, Pankaj, you know what, why not? Let's do something big together. And that time we started building Android-based tablets.
Okay.
This I'm talking about year 2008. Tablets were not there.
Yeah.
We had to explain people what tablet can do for you, because people were more used to Nokia phones and smartphones were just coming. Just couple of them. Apple did not even had his iPad. So we launched, you can say, one among the first few tablets in India after Samsung. iPad was still not there. And we started using those tablets that, people putting in people's mind that what kind of possibilities it can do for you in educational segment as well as into the other segments. A very interesting experience was, conceiving a project where we said, you know what, buses journey has been so tiresome for people. That time in Bangalore, just AC buses has started, Volvo buses has started. We said, let's make this experience like a flight experience for anyone who is traveling in these buses. And we designed and decided the entire solution. And we put a tablet in back seat of every bus. And we converted the entire bus as Wi-Fi way back in 2010 when internet access was not that easy. And any passenger coming into that, he could just use the tablet, watch movies, send mails, do whatever they want, right? And that project was covered as one of very unique projects happening by BBC Asia in entire Asia. That project gave us again an experience for me to work with companies which works at a ground level in terms of how do we design a seat for it? How do we fix this in it? How electrical wirings will be done, right? What do we do to ensure that it cannot be easily plugged out?
Okay.
And then running a software behind the bus driver seat, having a server there where all the movies were stored and the kind of things.
Oh my God, you have had such an incredible journey, an experience in your IT industry. It's so fascinating to learn about it. How did the idea of Buildex.Homes come, and what is the backstory of it?
You asked a very interesting question, Bala. When I came to Bangalore and started my career with HP, I thought, it's time to own a home in Bangalore, right? And one of the broker came and he took me to upcoming HSR layout, right? This was way back around year 2002-04 kind of time frame, right? And there was nothing in the HSR layout. He said, sir, if you want to do something, your own house or anything, this is the place. Because it was like 400, 500 rupees kind of square feet. The land was available. And he said, sir, buy the land and build the house. And it was all in Kannada.
Okay.
And now you can understand me coming from North India.
Yes.
I had very little, that time, understanding of Kannada, and I had not learnt it well that point of time. And I thought, hey, great idea. But then I was like, how can I build a house? It will involve me finding the right contractor, managing materials, seeing is it doing the right things or not doing. It was like a project which I didn't even wanted to have it my dreams. Because to me, constructing a house is going to be full of challenges. I told him, see, I know you're giving me a very good deal, but I don't think I have the time, effort, energy or required knowledge to construct the house. I'll better buy an apartment. And I bought an apartment at that point of time. And as the years progressed, I always felt it would have been such a great decision if I would have been able to build a house there. You know that 500 rupees.
I know the investment was very less
Yes.
comparatively.
It's a 20,000 square
Now it's
feet.
impossible to think only for that particular area.
So that time I just wished and thought that, gosh, if somebody could do all of these things to me, right? I would have created a great investment for my future.
Yes.
So that's the one point of time the thought came to my mind, but I could never work on it in the next so many years.
Got it.
And then I happened to meet Ram, right? And Ram comes from construction industry, and I said, hey, now we can solve this problem, because the kind of challenges which I went through, I'm sure everybody else is going through now. You see, Bangalore today is a cosmopolitan city. There are people from all walk of life, but it's also known as Silicon Valley of India, right? And a lot of IT professionals are there. They lack the knowledge of construction.
Yeah.
They don't have the time to go and monitor each and everything. But everyone wants a beautiful home to live in. But they end up compromising just the way I compromised a couple of decades back on having something which even I don't like it, just a house for staying.
Great thing that you have started this, because like you shared, the one which you missed in your previous years, you just don't want the people to do the same mistake. It's such an inspiration thing to take it from you.